So we're here, of course, for the unveil. What can you tell us about the Jordan 34s? Let's start there.
It's probably, I should say this, right, so it's the right thing to say. It's the best performance shoe we've ever done. It's a performance shoe that gives, the world's greatest athletes the stability that they need, the explosiveness that they need in order to play at the top of their games. And so we're really excited about it.
And I would imagine that the brand is really looking at technology. I mean, things seem to get lighter as we go on,
right.
But you don't want to lose that performance. And
That's
so
right.
how do you feel that this shoe is able to do that?
Well, so literally our size 9 shoe weighs just over 13 ounces. And so it's fantastic. It's one of the lightest shoes we've ever done. And the way to do that is to optimize technology. And so we can de-weight the shoe, so to speak. But using new technology like the flight plate up front gives it the stability that it deserves. Years ago, we had to use much more material to be able to do that. And then the Zoom Air technology gives it the explosiveness and allows the athlete to perform at its highest level, at hers or his highest level. And that's what we want. And so today's technology enables everything that we do, just like years before, but we can do it with the fewest amount of materials and give our athletes probably the stable, the most stable, but the most explosive platform that they've probably ever had.
And we're here in New York City. It
Yep.
is Fashion Week, so we know now that shoes are not
Right.
just for what happens
Right.
on the court,
Right.
but also a part of culture now.
Yeah.
And so when we look at the new design, what do you think are some of the innovative ways that the Jordan brand has been able to elevate the fashion element of the shoe?
Well, obviously we focus on performance first, and then fashion comes second. But one of the heritage staples of the Jordan brand is to be able to perform at the highest level on the court and off the court. You've seen some examples today. Some of the colorways that we're looking at are fantastic. Obviously, we combine the design of the shoe with the partnerships of the premier athletes, that exist today. And so when you have Kia, wearing the shoe, you have Asia wearing the shoe, you have people like Zion and Rui wearing the shoe. The combination of our shoe with those players and the authentic way that they carry themselves both on and off the court gives us the cachet that we believe will usher us into the future.
Yeah, we saw Kia with a little bit of teal for that
nice.
Liberty. That was very nice.
Yes.
And I do want to talk about that. You had Kia Nurse and
Mm-hmm.
Asia Durr. They're with the New York Liberty. Actually have a game tomorrow that are part of the brand, new to the team this year. But also, of course, Maya Moore has been a part of the team.
Yes.
And I understand that the brand has really, in the last several years, looked at going into the women's design. And, of course, bringing on women basketball players, I'm sure, would help that. How do you see that as an area that the brand will grow in the next several years?
We've grown in many areas in many sports, but we always want to stay rooted in the game of basketball. And obviously we want to do partnerships with premier athletes, both male and female. And now we have the queens of Jordan. You mentioned Maya, but obviously Kia and Asia, they represent not only greatness on the court, but the way that they carry themselves off the court makes us both proud and lucky to partner with them as the Jordan brand.
Yeah, we saw they were able to participate today. We had the baby dunk, and we know that Kia in particular, all WNBA players, but Kia is also a part of that in Canada, being able to build out the youth game with her elite program. In what ways do you feel that aligns, as you were saying, with what the brand is looking to do?
Listen, our desire is to shape the future of the next generation, so we always want to lead with youth. And Kia has done that. Back home was terrific. The way that we've done that, introduced the Air Jordan 34 with the youth, I think is one of the most remarkable things about today. And obviously being able to do it here at Dunleavy with Baby Dunk and all the excitement that you saw earlier today, that gives us hope and encouragement that we can be a leading force in shaping what's right and what's important for the next generation.
We've seen the brand also go into other sports. I know you said you want to make sure that basketball is still a focal point, but you have Derek Jeter, the partnership with Paris Saint-Germain for football fans, international football, that is. How do you see the brand being able to continue to parlay those partnerships, and are there any others that you have on the horizon?
Listen, all the partnerships work together because they are part of the fabric and the culture of of the Jordan brand. It's rooted in the game of basketball, but that culture exists off of the court as well. And so you'll see some similarities in the partnerships that we've developed to date. We're always open for business as we think about and evaluate new partnerships, new teams, new athletes, new sports. And so we'll always keep that in mind and keep our eye out, for what's exciting and what's new as we move forward.
Of course, we're here for an unveil, but what are some new things that we can expect from Jordan Brand in the months and years to come?
Now, I'm not going to tell you.
I had to
All
try.
new stuff. But listen, I'm just excited. I mean, listen, the Air Jordan 34 is going to be represented by some of the best athletes that we know. I mean, Asia and Kia will, hold us down in the WNBA. We have Zion Rui. We have Jason Tatum, in the NBA. And so that represents the type of excitement that I think everyone that works on the Jordan brand has right now. And so you'll see us do many, many things in the future, and I'm not going to tell you any more.
Well, I had to try.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for your time, and congrats on a great unveil.
Thank you, ma'am. I
Pleasure to
appreciate
meet
you.
you.